Guys, welcome back to South Dakota Living. I have a couple more tomatoes I'm going to taste with you guys today. The first one is called Butterscotch Stripes. It is a green when ripe. You can see that it is very soft. You can see the push there. There's a light yellow to the green, so this one is ready. And these two, this one's about the size of a quarter, and this one's not quite ripe yet, so I'm gonna be tasting this one. But this is a variety I've been waiting on for 2 years. The breeder, Ongwei Lass, Phil Seneca of Good Mind Seeds, he developed these. I think it's been over 10, 12 years or so, but this variety is called Prince Charming's Bastard, and I have been wanting these seeds, this tomato, for, like I said, 2 years, and he provided some people in the group with seeds, and I was lucky enough to get these. Let's try that now for the first time. Let's do Butterscotch Stripes. Okay, see if I get you in the frame a little bit here. Butterscotch Stripes. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Look at that. That looks so good. And we might as well just cut into the, let's make sure we don't have any seeds on our knife. And we're gonna cut the little bastard. And that's what the interior looks like here. Just got out of the garden, and surprise, I keep forgetting, like with green when ripes, they just look green to me, so I'm always thinking that, you know, when I see rows and rows of green tomatoes, I'm looking for, you know, some kind of a red blush or something, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I have a green when ripe variety, and sure enough it was ready. I want to make sure that my seeds stay where they need to, because I'll want to save seed here. Yes, just some cheap, just some table salt here, nothing crazy. Alright, ready? It's tangy. A little sour. The tomatoes, sweet. There's some acidity to it. It's overall just a good tomato. It tastes like a tomato. And it's going to make a great tomato sandwich. And it's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with this one. Butterscotch Stripes. Check for seeds again. Make sure that these don't get mixed up. Alright, the long anticipated Prince. Maybe I should just call it PCB. So that way I don't have to say that word. Alright, 2 years just to try this. And I don't even generally like yellow and orange tomatoes, just they're so mild, but here we go. Yeah. It's mild, which falls right in line with the yellow, white, orange tomatoes, but not much sweetness. You get that classic tomato flavor, not like you would in a red, but just in the mild. It's good. PCB. Good morning. Happy Tomato Tuesday. I have 4 tomatoes today that I'm going to taste. Which one is going to be Pruden's Purple. The next is going to be Jador. There's another one of Jador. With a cute little heart. Semi-heart shape. This one is Pumpkin Spice. And then these are the other, from my last video, I talked about Turtle Grape and how it's unstable, and I'm getting kind of a cocktail shaped globe size, and then these are the 2 other ones that I was letting ripen. So we're going to check the interior and the taste on these. I think these are the more true to type. Even the first one, Pruden's Purple, That one is a potato leaf beef steak. It's going to get a lot darker than this, but it is usually a dark purple, pink, dark purpley pink with green shoulders, which I'll slice this up and see how it looks. That's a pretty tomato. Little salt. I don't know about you guys, but I went through that cold spell since last Tuesday's taste test. And I shouldn't say a cold spell, it just was a lot cooler, and we broke our heat wave, and now we've been right back into it. The last few days have been in the hundreds. The heat index, I'm like sweating just sitting here. The heat index was like 105, 110 in South Dakota, especially on the eastern side where I'm at. There's just fields of corn and beans, and we kind of get this greenhouse effect where the corn evaporates like all of its water, and so it's like a greenhouse effect, and it's even more hot and humid. So while some people experience meat sweats, we are experiencing corn sweats. Not fun. You literally just sit in sweat doing absolutely nothing, which, you know, maybe a lot of people don't know that we experience this kind of heat and humidity in South Dakota, but we do. Let's try Pruden's purple. Dang, that one's good. Even knowing that it has more to ripen, I know it's going to be a favorite. It's tomatoey, meaty, juicy, really juicy. Sweet, not overly sweet, but it's a beef steak, you know. But you can just see it's just full of juice. So good. I'm going to save seeds today too. So next one was this anticipated Jador Micro Dwarf Multiflora Striped Mini Ox Heart. Try to get close here if you can kind of see here the colors. Red, yellow, green streaks. This was a newly released variety. It's like, this is the perfect little heart ox shape. It's got some blossom end rot. All the other ones don't. This is the only one. So I'm just going to let that ripen just a couple more days, and then I'm going to save some seeds from that. Let's cut it open and see what it looks like. I'm going to show you the one that I don't really see any seeds in. You got the green seed pockets and goo. You can see a little bit more seeds in those cavities. All right, Jador. Sounds fancy. You probably can hear me crunch. It's got some tougher skin. Well, it's sweeter. That's why I like to start with beef steaks first, because notoriously cherry varieties are always sweeter. So if I start with sweeter and I go to a beef steak that I know the Brix isn't generally ever high, I'm going to think that it's kind of bland and not be able to taste the sweetness. So I always start with the beef steaks or the less sweet varieties, then go into my cherries because they're always way sweeter. What else can I say about Jador? I grew this in a 2-gallon pot grow bag, so I mean it's perfect for small areas, small patios. I haven't had a spitter yet, but close. Might be a little bit more harsh on Jador just because there was a lot of hype. It's beautiful, and I'm willing to, you know, try the other ones as they come in. But the skin was truly thick, and I mean, I'm still rolling skin around in my mouth. It's crunchy, hard, almost like an apple. Not overly sweet, a little acidity, and say so far not my favorite. Jador. That's sad. So hopefully they get better. All right, another one by the, if I didn't tell you, this was bred by Karen Olivier again in the northern Canada. Like I said, I always have really great results with her. So, I mean, a newer release, I'm not, you know, it is what it is. This is Cinnamon Girl. Or, sorry, not Cinnamon Girl. That's another one of her varieties. This is Pumpkin Spice. My notes are, because I have so many tomatoes, I have to write things down to be able to remember everything. A potato leaf cocktail, indeterminate multiflora, bronzy orange, interior with a slight red blush in the center, high beta carotene. So we will slice that open. That is Cinnamon Girl, or Pumpkin Spice. This is Pumpkin Spice. Okay. So we are getting the orange interior, the green seeds and goo. Go. Oh, that breeze feels good. Way better. Tart, a little sweet, tomato taste. Of course, it tastes like a tomato. You probably hear that a lot. It's kind of hard to describe all the flavors you're tasting when you're eating a tomato because it tastes like a tomato. But it's like, is it sweet? Is it tangy? Is it got a lot going on in there? Get some fruitiness. That's way better than the last one. So, come on, Jador. I hope you get better because you're beautiful. Now, this is the one, if you watched my last video, my taste test. Yeah, taste testing number 3, we did the turtle grape. And if you want to go back and watch that, we talk about, you know, how it was kind of controversial in the sense that it was unstable. And some people were getting like a more of a globe variety. And I have 2 plants, one where I'm getting a saladette that's bigger. And then this is the other one. Like I said, I think this is the one that's a little closer to true to type. I have more seeds from this vendor, so I might just grow out more next year and see what I'm getting versus trading those seeds out because I'm not quite sure yet. Let's take a look. This one's a little darker purple than the last, the globe variety. Looking better. Starting to get darker. Alright, turtle grape. The other turtle grape. Oh yeah. That one is super sweet. You get the savory. Don't even need salt, but like I said, I like that. That taste. It's nice and warm from sitting in the sun. I would say that one's a little bit more complex tasting. It's got a lot going on. Sweet, savory. Yeah, I like that one. So I said in the last video that it's going to be a wash and wait kind of situation because I want to see how ripe the round ones get and weigh in between this and that one, and maybe, you know, maybe we got some kind of a cross that's different, more closely resembling the wild tiger, seeing how that's what it is crossed with, and a different variety. So yeah, those are the 4 varieties I have today. I haven't been out to the big garden now for today's the 3rd day, and that was intentional because watching a pot boil, I go out there and I'm checking every day and it seems like nothing's ripening, but if you just stay away for a few days, it's like all these different things that are ripening and ready to go. So yeah, I think tonight is, depending on how hot, again, it's supposed to get pretty hot, I will go out there and see what I can harvest for next Tuesday's video. Again, we'll just go through here. This one was Pruden's Purple. Very good beefsteak. I'm gonna make a sandwich with that and then save some seeds. Then, so that was my favorite. And then we're gonna go with turtle grape. And then I think the next one is going to be a cinnamon girl. Pumpkin spice it is, pumpkin spice. And then the last one is Jador. Sadly, my least favorite by far of all my cherry tomatoes, I'm thinking. It's the closest one to wanting to spit out. It could be like, that doesn't mean anything because somebody else can be growing it somewhere else and it's the best, juiciest, sweetest cherry tomato. It just could be my year. I don't really know. And that doesn't mean to say that I won't try it again and see. But the one thing I couldn't get past was the skin. Skin was so hard and crunchy. I tried again for you, but I don't want to end my taste test with something that wasn't so yummy. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. I don't know what everybody else did. I picked green beans, had a 5-gallon bucket full, and I had to get those snapped and washed and canned. So going to save some seeds today. So I think I might share with you the 2 methods that I have for seed saving. If you want to come along, I might do a video on that. So if you are interested in how you save seeds, you can come back and watch that video as well. So thank you guys all for watching.